Okay, we are about done already soon. We are left with the head, some trimming, loft, extrusion, cap, and then that's all. So now that you done the first few elements, right, which is the head, you did this part, these portions, you did the knife here, you have the square head here. Okay, if it's too confusing, as I mentioned, you can always select one of the image or both, a few of the image, and then switch it off. Okay, the next one that we need to trace is that we need to trace this side to get this tooth-like shape. Okay, again, let's lock this thing up. Find your midpoint. Okay, from your midpoint, you can start to draw the curve. Okay, so not worry, just draw first. Then you can F10, as I mentioned. And then you can switch and then move. Okay, you can get that to shape. Okay, let me just drop this to the proper layer. Okay, let's take the other curve, go to your midpoint again, go to your right view, and then start to plot the next one. Okay, it's about there. F10, let's just move. Okay, once that done, okay, move it to the proper, double click here, so we are working this line instead. Okay, just do whatever you need before we start to extrude. Okay, so now we have this spot here. I can just use new, step to the other new, and then trim them up. Right? For me, I can always join them. So now my tooth shape is kind of done. Yeah? So now I need to get these sides. Okay, we need to go here instead. Okay, same thing like previous we did. Find your midpoint. Always make sure your planner is on. Do not on your grid snap and auto. Yeah? Not recommended. Okay. It can be slightly longer. Yeah. And then tweak it to its place. Okay. You can use a mirror. And then mirror again. And then mirror to the other side. So now that you have all this, you are left with this triangle piece here to cut it out. Alright. So now I have it here. Okay, this shape, right? I can start to draw out, let's say for example, it's pushing it to the center. I do not want the center. Switch off my center. Okay, I do not mind new. Okay. Let's say for example I want it this big. Which is about right. Then I just use my curve. Double click. Right. I can mirror to the other side. I can use a curve to join them up. So now I'm just left to trim it. Okay, select, trim. So now I need to join them up. Why? Because if not, I can't extrude solid. Alright, so now I think most of the thing done. Yeah. Okay. Let's just off the picture. Okay, so it's so much easier for you to see too. Okay, let's cap. Alright, okay, let's change to here instead. Let me just double check what's the color of the head, which is purple. Let's just change to purple to, okay, slightly darker purple. Okay, so that's done. Alright, the next one we need to do is to go to surface. Remember, it's not solid extrude, it's surface extrude. Go to, choose the curve. Okay, so now it's extruding both sides. Switch to one side. Then lock it to this place. This one. Alright. So now it's a surface, there's no solid. Make sure this portion is not capped, yeah. If I render, it's not supposed to be capped. Okay, the next one, just need to loft this curve, this smaller curve, and then the square. Okay, when you press enter, okay, this one, let me just switch on the picture so that you can see. Okay, then you press enter again. They will give you a few selection. Okay, most of you will have something like this, where the curve plunge inside. Okay, do not worry. Change to refit. It will look better. Okay, if you go rebuild, right, there'll be some gaps here. Okay, so go to refit, preview, and then you have it there. Okay, press OK. Okay, last few steps, and then we are done already. Go to surface again, go extrude, extrude. So right now we pick both of these, then we extrude. But this time around, I want both sides. I want slightly longer too, so that I can trim. Okay, and then I want to extrude this portion slightly longer, make sure, so that you can cut. Okay, now I switch off my picture, and then I type trim. Okay, I can use the surfaces that I have. Press enter to trim it away. Select this again, trim it away. So now I have something clean. What I need to do now, right, is to select them all. Make sure they are able to join. 6 surfaces of poly surface join into one closed poly surface, which is correct. Okay, the last finishing touches. This time around, then we extrude solid. So we pick this curve, and then extrude solid. We don't need both sides. Too long. Yeah. Make sure it's just long enough to cut. Okay, go to Boolean difference, and there you have it. Alright. So now if we switch out the curves here, we switch on the neck, we switch on the body, what are we left with? Okay, we are left with this extra bit here. True? Okay, this extra bit here, right? What you can do is to press trim. You just switch on every single thing. So once you press trim, select an object, and you trim it out. Okay, you saw? So right now the object is so much cleaner. Okay, you can also select this item here, right, as your cutting object. Press enter to cut the hole inside here. Okay, you might not see, but when I move this thing, right, so now it's a hole inside. See? So let's say, for example, if I were to join every single thing up, right, it's one whole solid unit. And then if I go to my analyze, I go to mass property volume, I should get a volume here. Okay, and then if I go analyze again, I go to my H2, show edges. It'll be a nice so-called watertight model. Why? Because there are no naked edges here. There's no non-manifold edges. Yep. So this far is good enough for you to 3D print already.